Hey, what's up you guys? E back with another action figure review. We're looking at the Bandai Tamashii Nations SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Broly Full Power by Bandai Tamashii Nations. This is from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, just recently released on Blu-ray. Fantastic film, one of their best movies today. It did really well at the box office too, for good reason. Now we finally got the figure. So it released alongside with Gogeta, Super Saiyan God Gogeta. It's got a regular head too, but we'll get into that in that review. Today we're looking at Broly. So check him out. We got the same standard packaging for Figuarts. Got the seal of authenticity on the front, and on the side we can take a look at some images of the figure, and on the back side we can take a look at some more images of the figure right here. And that's about it. So if you guys were interested in picking this figure up, check out agelessgeeks.com, where he actually should have the Japanese version, at least on Facebook, if he hasn't sold out now. This is the Japan version, and then a month later, so next month should be the US release. So see if you can still pre-order the Broly now. So check them out. The link's down below. So Broly officially brought back into the canon of Dragon Ball. He was non-canon when it came to the movies, the original films, the three films, the Broly and then Broly Second Coming and Bio Broly. Those were all non-canon, but he was a fan favorite, and finally he is canon. They did change up the look, as you see, as we all know probably already. That was a notification on Facebook. Disregard that. But yeah, as we all know, he is looking like this now, and if anyone's haven't seen the movie yet, I do recommend you guys go watch it, so then you'll know why he wears the green skirt, if you want to say. And that's it. So yeah, so we got the purple pants and white green boots. Very different from the original design, but the look, the face is similar to the original. We do get some different scars on his body from the original design. At first I did not like this design because as an old school guy with Dragon Ball Z, I always like the original designs better. So I do like the original design better of Broly for the non-canon, but this one did grow on me for sure now over time, just as everything with Super, it has grown on me. The Super Saiyan God forms and Beerus and all those characters have all grown on me now, 100%. So enough talking, let's get into the figure. Accessory wise, the original non-canon release came with a stand and effects. This one does not come with a stand nor effects. That is excluded, but he does come with some alternate hands and faces. We have a pair of fists on the figure right now. Then we get a pair of open hands here. So gigantic open hands. This is to blast whatever he wants to blast, or grab whoever he wants to grab. These are the same open hands here, but slightly a different pose on the fingers. So if we want to take a look at the other one, you can see here the difference. Very subtle difference here, but it is a difference. So there you go. Those are the hands. Then we get to the faces here. We have a angry, screaming, traditional Broly head. Very nice with a scar on the cheek. Then we get a smiling, very evil smile there. Looking good. The sculpt is amazing on this. This figure looks phenomenal. Paint is great too. And then the face on the figure itself, just a normal but still angry looking face right there. So let's take a look at Broly himself. The sculpt is great. We got some nice shading on the skin right there, on all over the muscles. The scars are very nicely done. We got one on the chest, on the abdomen, on the shoulder, then on the bicep right here. Very cool. Got the sculpt going on his skirt. I mean, I'm just gonna say skirt for now, but there it is. No shading on that piece though. Maybe could have had some. Yeah, whatever. It looks good. Just the front, and then the pants too looks good too. Everything looks great on this figure. I mean, I love this thing. Enough salivating over the figure. Let's take a look at his articulation here. Alright, so the head's going to swivel left and right. So, of course, he's got some giant shoulders here, so it doesn't go 360 degrees, unless the face will pop out. But there you go, left and right just fine. He'll look down very nicely. Looking up is going to be a little bit more difficult because of that hair piece on the back. There's really nothing you can do with that. So yeah, that's a bit of a bummer there, but it is what it is. The neck is articulated too, so that's great. The shoulders go forward and back, or the arm goes forward and back. In and out here. Nice socket joint there to move it around. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows with a swivel at the wrist and a hinge. There is a butterfly joint socket on the shoulder here, so you can move the arm forward like this, and then same goes to this one here. So good range. And then we have a diaphragm joint at the torso that goes back, goes forward, a waist swivel as well. The skirt piece actually has a hinge right here in case you want to pose it up and not hinder his articulation. We get a little hinge back here, so that's nice. You can't really remove the thing, then it's going to look awkward with that piece anyways, so you got to keep it on. And that's the only piece that really articulates. The front part doesn't really move around. So the legs are going to go forward about this far, and then back. Very stiff legs, so that's good. They go in and out as far as a split here. And then we have a thigh swivel, double jointed knees. A lot of little strands on here. And we don't have a boot cut. No, we don't. We do have a ankle swivel, a ankle hinge, an ankle pivot, and a toe hinge right here. So I didn't really mention the hair, but the hair is phenomenal too. Great sculpt, great paint job on there too. Right next to him we got the original release, the first release of BROLY for the non-canon design. Still my favorite BROLY out of the three that they released, because they did a premium color, or they did, oh man, they did two exclusive colors. Not, yeah, one was premium I think, and then the other one was just another color for the world tour for Tamashii Nations, if I'm correct. But you can clearly see the difference in the design there, and the face as well. As for a full body shot, you can see their height is pretty much the same height. So they kept the height the same between the canon and non-canon design of BROLY. So that's pretty cool. As you see, the shoulders were gigantic on the non-canon design here, or at least for the figure. They toned it down on the movie release, the canon version, and it looks a little bit better in my opinion for the canon BROLY. So checking out Super Saiyan 3 Goku, this is the Figuarts version, the 2.0 release. Next to this BROLY, you can see how he stacks up next to him. Vegeta's shorter than Goku, so this is to be expected here, looking very, very tiny next to BROLY. There he stands. This is the Majin Vegeta version. Next to just a regular base form Goku, we have the Sand Raised on Earth Goku with his power pole there, and about the same height as Super Saiyan 3, which is to be expected, of course. And then right next to the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta figure that got released alongside this BROLY from the same movie, they stack up like this. Alright guys, there's your look at the brand new Bandai Tamashii Nations SH Figuarts Super Saiyan BROLY Full Power from the Dragon Ball Super BROLY movie. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. I am so excited for the normal base form BROLY that they announced. I never saw that coming, but we're getting a base form BROLY with alternate heads to have him transform into this BROLY. I mean, it's amazing that we're getting a base form BROLY so quickly. And I love it. I mean, this year has by far been the absolute best year for Dragon Ball Z Figuarts of all time. They're just doing phenomenal work and releasing hits after hit after hit. Yeah, it's just it's great to be a Dragon Ball fan and a collector right now, because it's a phenomenal figure. I don't see anyone passing up on this BROLY. I see this BROLY being difficult to obtain eventually, so make sure you pick them up while you still can. As always, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Have a great day. Bye.